here. It's Wednesday the 28th of July, 2021. Was out this morning, woke up a little early, got my walk in at 3. Since we've been having a lot of clouds, I've noticed that a lot of these solar streetlights are out. I mean, more than half of them. And a couple of them that are on are pretty dang dim. I'm glad I started my walk at 3 because it's raining now. Wind is howling. It's like sheets of rain. It's not coming down steady. It's just blowing. The wind was howling pretty good while I was walking. You could just hear it coming through the eaves on the houses and stuff. So we're not out of this storm yet. But just want to tell you, I wrote it down here. We've got 78 degrees or 26 Celsius. When I got up this morning, the humidity was about 65, and my walk is done. It's 15 after 4, and it's at 70 now. So, that's where we're going there. And some of the other stuff I want to talk to you about, I'm going to put it at the end on the little pictures I put on the end of this thing. Somebody got a thing from Lapu, and I'll let you guys read it yourself. But and this stuff is coming, guys. Yeah, I think it's going to come everywhere. They're going to make it so that if you don't have one of these dang Cerveza bug jab cards, you ain't going into any stores or shops or anything. They're going to lock you down. You're going to be a prisoner in your own house. And this just is my point. They're smart because they're going to jail you for free now. They can't afford to put up all these concentration camps and all this stuff, although they have them. I showed you these centers in Carmona that they put up way before this ever happened. And so now you'll be jailed for free in your own house. This is what they're doing, guys. Don't ever let them think they're not. You look at the numbers of this, I call it the beer bug, that's happening, and now they got the airline variant. Come on, guys. You got to remember from last time, I'm seeing reports the hospitals are overflowing again, and this stuff is happening. Well, they pulled that crap on us last time. But these nurses in the hospitals, they let us know what was going on, that without them getting fired by telling people that there was nobody there, they started doing their little TikTok dances all over. Well, if they were so damn busy, why are they doing all these choreographed dances that they spent a bunch of time before they ever made the video? So they were letting us know what was going on. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes, guys. Get out yourself. You guys want to go in the comments, get out yourself and go by your local hospitals and see what the heck's really going on. This mainstream media, shut it off. Just shut it the heck off, because they're I'm telling you, I'm not buying them. I'm not believing what they're saying. I'm just not. You can believe however you want to believe, but this stuff isn't good. I have on the Telegram thing there a site that's putting out just regular people with the problems they're having with this jab, and it's horrible. I mean, it's just horrible. Now, I know it's a percentage, but you want to take the chance? I mean, and now they're going to, it's a coercion to get you to do it. And to me, that's just horrible. It's just horrible that these people are doing it. It's making me think it's something other than protecting you. When did your government ever want to protect you so that you're just fine? If that was the case, why aren't they giving away free insulin? Why aren't they giving away free chemo? Because it's a moneymaker. That's all this stuff is. It's a moneymaker for these guys. And if you think it's not, well, sorry guys, you've been fooled. You've been properly programmed. You look at what they're doing to the schools over my lifetime. They've dumbed people down so much. You see people going to college and they're getting useless degrees. I mean, absolutely stupid. They come out with this huge debt. Now they want to pay it off. They're getting ready to do another $3-4 trillion thing in the States. That's just to destroy the dollar, guys, period. And to enrich themselves. They're just going to just put it in their pockets. It's kickback schemes. And are they giving it to the people of the U.S.? Look what they're doing. They're giving it all over the world. They're giving this money away. They're in this big frenzy right now of madness. You look at the politicians in the States, most of them are nutty. I look at the ones down in Australia, they're nutty guys. You just look at them. I couldn't believe the one. I hope I can find the link. I usually put this stuff to Facebook so I could find it, but they banned me again. Also, this channel, one of my viewers got on there and said that this one, there was a notice on it that you had to watch out, and then they said they took the video down. I didn't know this. And then when I checked, it was there, and they came back and said, no, it's back up. That's in the comments. That's not me saying this. So, they're watching me and all this stuff, but they're slowly shutting down us guys that are speaking our mind. There's free speech. Forget it. Not on these platforms, guys. They're gonna shut you up. And there's a lot of people I know that are being shut off. Some of them aren't. I don't know why, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy what's going on, and it should start waking you guys up. You guys need to wake up and smell the coffee. And let's see what else I got here. But I got to get some more coffee, by the way. I got Wes. Wes gave us some of this really good coffee, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving this coffee. I always like to drink the coffee. Everybody, I had a buddy named Russ in the States, and he passed away of cancer at like 54. Real good guy, though. I really liked him. Misunderstood soul, you know what I mean? But him and I used to drink out of these little tiny cups, and he had two of these cups that were like petite. He had a whole pile of cups on his kitchen rack, and he had two of these petite, like English teacups. They were super fine bone china, and I imagine when these things were new, it was a very expensive set. Well, that's the one we used to go have coffee days and just drink coffee at his house, or he'd come up to mine, and we always drank out of the little tiny cups. And his wife used to come in and tease us. Oh, look at you big bad construction guys, and you're drinking out of little girly cups. And I don't want my coffee in a big monstrous cup because it gets cold. It gets cold real quick, so I just take it in a little tiny one. This is the one my daughter got me. I hope you can see that with the Fireside. It's a little Hello Kitty. So, my little sweetie. I'm always the first one up in the morning, and this is kind of like my quiet time of the day, because most of the time the kids are bouncing off my head and jumping around, or we're going out and doing something. So I kind of like this time in the morning. Get up, have my coffee, drink my water, have my coffee, do my walk in the morning. The roosters, the nice thing about this rain, when I was walking, they were crowing. 3 o'clock in the morning, they were crowing pretty good. And then right before the rain, they stopped. So that's a little weather forecaster. But it was windy. And then now they're just completely shut up because we've got, it's just kind of like a misting rain right now. Getting everything wet, though. Yesterday was the first day in a couple of days we had the bike out. I got the chain all oiled up, and the kids and I, we rode all around here and, farted around. They love to ride the bikes. Mumu, he's a daredevil. I'll be riding along, and I'll just hit the gas and let off, and the other kids grab onto me, and they're holding on because they don't want to fall off. Not Mumu, he puts his hands out. He's my little daredevil rider. But these are just fun times. For me, this is pretty good. I hope they don't lock us all in the house and make us to where we're not allowed to go. And I'm thinking that's the big plan to keep us down. You guys got to start waking up and looking at what this is. This is something way more than the flu. Way more. This is something that's I'm starting to think it's being run by Satan. You look at my I tried to put up a post, and it comes right out and says, I'll have to see if I can find it. I think I screenshot it. I'll have to look. But I tried to put up the post, and it just came out. You can't put it up because some people find it offensive. And that just really shocked me because, if you don't want to believe in God, that's your business. And you can talk about that. I don't care. Or you want to believe in Baal, or you want to believe in Hindu, or you whatever. That's your business. You could believe what you want. I don't care. They don't stop that. They don't stop the Muslims from getting on there and talking, But why are they, stopping my God? Makes me start thinking they're only blocking the things that are true and real. That's my opinion, guys, from living 60 years on this planet. They're blocking the stuff that's true because Satan's a hider of the truth. He doesn't want the truth to be out there. He's a deceiver and a liar. So that's what he's wanting, guys. That is exactly what he's wanting, and he's getting it. And a lot of people high up in the government, they're either paid off or stupid. End of story. And I'm starting to think a lot of them are paid off. You look at these some of these people in politics, and I won't say who, but they're putting these draconian things on their people, and now they're finding out that they're nothing but corrupt, and they've been corrupt for years, and their corrupt buddies are allowing them to operate. This is really freaky, guys. It's something that you guys got to look into. And I don't care. You look in my own country, they say, we're going to vote right wing, or we're going to vote left wing. Same way, wings on the same bird. I don't care. They're all in it. They're just all in this. They're all taking money. I'm getting so tired of these people. They're just getting filthy rich, while people are getting poor, and they're locking you down and saying you can't do this and you can't do that. But their pay don't stop. You look here in this country, they've been doing this. It's 1.5 years now, guys. Think about this. Think about how long they've been doing this. Has one politician here stood up and said, I'm not, until we get this thing fixed, I'm not taking a pay? Nope. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard a damn thing about that. They're all just raking in their money. Every single one of them, they're all going to say, we love you, and we're going to help you so much, and I care about this country, blah, blah, blah. I just saw the president here. He gets up, you do this, that, and the other, you ain't going to let that happen. And he makes this big speech and all this stuff, and everybody's just loving. They're not stopping their pay. None of them. Not one of them got up and said. I remember in my country, look at Donald Trump. He wouldn't even take the pay. He didn't know. And look at that. But these guys, they're not here. They're here to enrich themselves. Look in the States. Those politicians, they get in there and they make a career out of it. It was supposed to be citizen politicians, get in, get out. And they stay in for a lifetime. And I look at some of these politicians you see, and they're all craggled and gray, and they look like crap, and their hair's dyed jet black. To me, that just kills me. That just kills me. They're just showing you how shallow they are, and that they either they can't take what they are. Gray hair is a sign of wisdom, guys. You've been through a lot. You've seen it all, but they're still putting out this fake persona of that there's something, that they're young and vigorous. And I look at some of these politicians, they can't even walk. These guys are hobbling around. Why don't they just go home and play with their grandchildren? Some of them, their great-grandchildren. That's what they should be doing. But instead, they just stay in here, and they just enrich their families. They just keep enriching it. Look at the Biden one, what he's doing with his boy. Everybody knows he's a corrupt as heck. The whole group of them. The guy, they got pictures of him with looks like a crack. You can't say what it is, but it looks like a crack pipe. Come on, guys. And he's selling these paintings. And now they're finding out the people buying the paintings are tied to the CCP. Wake up, guys. These people, and Biden's been in politics for, they said, 47, almost 50 years now. Come on. They shouldn't be making a career out of this. This should be something they get in, they do their business, and they get the heck out. They can be advisors to the new people coming in, maybe, if that, something like that, but not in office anymore. President has a term limit, so should they. Who do you think's really running the show? These money grubbers. That's all they are. They're money grubbers. And you're down here, you can't work. Oh yeah, they're going to throw a few bones to you, and they're going to get you dependent on them. It's a drug. You go into the parks, they tell you don't feed the bears because they'll become dependent on you feeding them. But yet they hand out welfare, and they get these people dependent. Now they're doing it on a mass scale. They're going to get you dependent. Now here they're not, because this is how clear it is here. They said in the beginning, a year and a half ago, when all this happened, they were going to give 8,000 to every person, which is, 1,000 pesos is $20, guys. So do the math. It's nothing. But that's what you're going to get. But, they started handing it down, and by the time it got down to people, my wife said the first thing they gave out to the people, she did the math, it was 500 and some pesos worth. So there was 7,000 and some administrative costs with this money that was handed down from the government. So it's just how they do things, and it's not just here. I'm sure it's not here. Look what they did in the States to give people these little pittances. They give them this little pittance of money, and these people are sitting waiting for it, begging. I see there's these sites on there that have these government things where they're handing out this cash. Well, guess what? They're sitting there. People are writing, "Oh, we got to get this passed." Okay, they're going to give a few billion to the people of the States, but then they're going to spend trillions on their buddies and kickbacks and all this stuff. And if you don't think they're doing that, guys, then you've been properly programmed. You've been taught in your schools to not know anything. I don't say that you're stupid. I'm just saying you're ignorant. You got to start looking at the real thing that's going on here. And this is a year and a half, and if you don't see it by now, my goodness. I get people on here, I don't know if they're trolls or for real people, that are getting in here saying, "Oh, you're crazy, and you need to go get your shot, and we all need it," and all this stuff. I never in my life seen a push for something like this. This is a major push. They want to give you free stuff to take it. There's a lotteries in states. They're coercing you. Now they're going to make it. They don't want you out to get this thing. Why? You guys got to sit back and ask yourself a question. Why are they doing this? That's all you got to do is ask why and follow the money. Question all this stuff. You just got to sit back and take it. Go try to find my site on there, and I'll see if I can put a link or something to this channel I'm getting. They send me new stuff every day. Actually, there's hundreds and hundreds of them now. When I go on them, I got to scroll. Every time it hits my thing on the telegraph, I scroll down through 25, 30 of these, and they do it 5, 6, 7 times a day of all these people who are being injured by this thing. And they're just telling their story. That's all they're doing. Hey, I got this thing on this certain date, and this is what happened to me. And this is how I feel now. And this is how I felt before I got it. They're just telling you. Some of them are saying, yeah, I've been sick before, and, this made it worse. Some of them are saying I was perfectly healthy. Look at me now. And they got pictures of one girl in there. She's like, she's trying to talk, and you just feel real sorry for her. And they got people with their legs turning black, and people throwing clots and all this stuff. You want to chance that? Personally, myself, I don't gamble. I don't buy lottery tickets. I don't play cards. I don't gamble because it's not my nature, and it's not made for you to win. It's a chance. Well, I'm not one to take chances. And right now, there's a percentage of people that are getting severely injured by this thing that they're doing. And it is in the testing phases. Look it up yourself. These people say, oh, it's been tested. Baloney. That's the biggest pile of baloney. It hasn't been. Look it up yourself. And now they're saying that this bug test, they know it's given the wrong thing. So by the end of December, they're going to make it so that you don't use that anymore. They're going to have to find something else because it's finding flu and saying you're positive. People get the flu, guys. Plain and simple. So I know this is a Filipino expat channel, but guys, this is what's on my mind. So this is what I want to put out for you guys. And, we will be getting out here when a lot of this stuff ends. We used to, before this started, we were going to resorts every weekend and doing all kinds of stuff. But the kids are locked down again. They're not allowed to go out again. To me, that's just absolutely ridiculous. But it doesn't seem like they're pushing it as hard here. But are we all of a sudden get a big fine? And that's basically what they're going to do. They're going to break us monetarily. You know what I mean? And they'll definitely hit us guys first. Like what I said before. When you see these things on the Facebook, and you see the things on the news, how they're saying, one guy got on this Filipino in the States, and they're just pounding it. To try to get you to turn against America. That's what they're trying to do. And it's a narrative they're trying to push. And is it real? Yeah, I've seen maybe a couple out of 300 and some million people where this happened. People are going to get into conflicts, especially with this, what's going on now. It's going to make conflicts. They say, oh, we're saving all these people, but how many times are guys beating the crap out of their wives because they're frustrated and they can't go to work and they can't do. You got to go to work, guys. And businesses are failing. Because you look at it now, you can't, as a restaurant owner, you can't make money on takeout. You're just barely keeping your head above water. Look at all the waiters and waitresses that can't go to work. They're having to find something else. It's just ridiculous what they're doing. And do these politicians give a dang? No. Why would they care? They're not down in the street. They're sitting in their lofty places. They're not having to put the thing on, except for the cameras. Watch them. When the cameras are on them, oh yeah, that's all on, and they're doing the blah, 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 and they're getting these pretend things, and watch that. It's all pretend. And then when you see them out on their lonely where somebody takes a camp, they don't got any of that stuff on. They're eating in fancy places. They still got their fancy stuff going on. They're still going around where they want to. You look what happened here in the beginning with the senator going out with his wife and all that stuff. Did he get in any trouble for that? No, but you did. Because they don't care. They don't care. And then there was the big police dude that had the big party, and none of them were doing, following the protocols. Because they don't have to. What do they got to do that for? Because they're the elites, guys. They're above you, and they're still getting their pay. And it's just, to me, you got to wake up and look at this. But this stuff with the hospitals, again, I'm going to bring this up one more time before I go. But this stuff with the hospitals, guys, look into it yourselves. I loved what the nurses did. It took me a while to realize what they were doing, because I was watching and thinking, what the hell is it? And then it dawned on me. They're letting us know that they're not full. Right? And they're not, what's happening on the news. So they let us know. These girls are smart. They're college girls. They're registered nurses, and they're doing all this stuff. So they're no dummies. And they let us know what was really going on by doing their TikTok dances and all this stuff, and having all this free time to do that. So that was the first battery went. So I'm back again. But I'm going to put that thing from Lapu Lapu out for you guys to look at. It'll be on the end. I'll try to stretch it out as long as I can, but take a screenshot of it so you can blow it up and read this thing. I mean, they're going to cut the karaoke out. They're going, are they going to make the rooster shut up? The rain quit, so they're starting to howl again. I wonder if they got to have the dang, pretty soon they're going to find a chicken variant, and they're going to make the chickens wear masks, and they're going to stop you from doing all this stuff. They're blocking you from doing this, that, and the other. You look in some of these places, like Australia, they don't want you talking to your neighbor. They don't want any of this stuff because they don't want you to say, hey, what the heck's going on? And they're gonna nail you. They're gonna get you. That's just all there is to it. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. It's about 20 minutes to 5. Gonna have to get up and start making something rather good to eat here. Get some more coffee in me. I might go out for another walk because the rain looks like the rain quit. I don't hear it. the wind isn't howling. I can't see the trees are moving too much. So hope you all have a really good day. Don't forget to pray for each other. Pray to the good Lord for our leaders, that they'll turn away from this stuff, and they'll say, Satan, get behind me, get away from me. And I hope they can realize that these ill-gotten gains that a lot of these guys are taking, that you can't take it with you guys. You come into this earth with nothing, and you're going to leave with nothing. You come with your life, and you can leave with your life too. You can leave this world with your life, and you can keep it. From what I'm understanding, I'm a dispensationalist. When it comes to the Bible, you got to read it on who they were speaking to, and I'm into that. I like to watch Dr. Gene Kim. I watch him a lot. I listen to Nelson Waters. There's some of my channels I really like. Check those two out. And I go ahead and I check into that. And the only way we're going to make it out of this live, guys, is you got to believe in that Jesus Christ was born. And he was crucified, died for our sins, and on the third day he awoke, and he came back, and he went up to heaven, and he's going to return, guys. He's coming. And I'll tell you what, when I went to post that thing about Revelation, and all it was about, it wasn't saying anything bad about anybody. It was just showing, in history what happened, and how Israel was coming back, and all this kind of stuff, and it's going to be alive, during the end times. And it was a bunch of information and showing the stepping stones that were happening, leading us to the tribulation. And guess what? They blocked it. Yes. And I'm telling you guys, when they do this, it makes me think that Satan has to block the truth. He has to, because if you really know what's going on, how's he going to get you? He thinks he's going to win. He actually thinks he's going to win. Or does he really know he isn't? And he's just, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about that. But you guys put stuff in the comments what you think. But don't forget to pray for each other, guys. It's very important right now. Burn the rug out. Serious. Talk to your good Lord. He does change his mind on things. But I see we're heading towards it more than any other time in history. And you better be ready, because he comes like a thief in the night. Rick Shaw out.